Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my May goals as well as the 100-day project that I had mentioned in one of my Camp Nano vlogs. So for my May goals, I'm going to talk about some are like personal goals, and then but most of them are my writing goals and just geared towards writing my novel. So let's start with goal number 1. So my first goal is going to be to complete the Writer's Bootcamp. So that is this. I got it at Barnes & Noble's, I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago. I never really found time to do it, and which was really an excuse to just not do it. So my main focus for May is to find time for the things that are important to me. And my writing is very important to me, and I've really just been procrastinating and not finding or not wanting to find time due to, self-doubt and fears that I may have towards my writing. So for this month, to start, I'm going to do the Writer's Bootcamp. Now, I did not complete my goal in April, and it was, a little saddening that I didn't complete my goal, but I also realized that I didn't try as hard as I should have, and I really want to make the effort in May to make writing one of my main priorities, because it is my goal to just be able to rely on the income of my books and of my baking business. So in order for me to do that, I really have to find the time and put the effort into both of these businesses, because writing is a business. I have to put myself out there. I have to do the work. So I'm really going to be focusing May on just making time for the things that are important to better my future. So along with the making time for writing, I'm also going to be doing, which is goal number 2, morning pages. So morning pages is basically journaling, and it's like when you wake up, you just journal for 3 full pages straight. So I have this Moleskine journal that I just got at Barnes & Noble's, and today is May 1st when I'm recording this. So I've already done my morning pages for today, and it was definitely very inspiring. I'm also doing, I guess not the 5 a.m. challenge, because this week is kind of different with my schedule. I don't have one of my morning clients, so I'm able to, wake up at 5 a.m. and not have work until 2:15 in the afternoon, so I get a lot of things done. Whereas next week, when I have to be at work at 7:30, yes, waking up at 5 a.m. is going to, still give me more time if I were to wake up at 6:30 and just get ready and leave. So I wouldn't call it a 5 a.m. challenge, but I'm definitely going to be making sure that I'm waking up with ample amount of time in the morning to get my morning pages done, because I found that today when I did my morning pages, I was inspired to write. I really wanted to sit down and write my novel. I really wanted to sit down and, work on recipes for my bakery and cake ideas, and just work on the things that are important to me. Whereas other days, it was kind of like an afterthought. Yeah, I should do it, but I really just don't feel like it. So I think the morning pages is definitely going to help me keep a writing regimen. So goal 3 is going to be to read at least 2 books this month. And the purpose for this goal was when I was doing camp in April, I found that the first week, all I did was focus on my writing. I was just like, I have to write, I have to write, I have to get this goal in. And by doing so, the following week, I felt very trapped and kind of discouraged from writing. It definitely comes with the fact that like I really needed to figure out how to manage my time better. You know, that first week of camp, all I did was write. Yes, it was very productive, but then my outside life was falling apart. Like, I didn't do laundry, I wasn't cooking dinner, we were eating out the entire week. So I just needed to learn that, you know, time management is better than putting in, you know, useless hours, because I might have written every day, but it wasn't writing that was worth keeping because I was just so focused on getting content out instead of really thinking about what I was writing and, you know, just writing with like an actual purpose aside from meeting, you know, that hour deadline or whatever you set for your goal. So the second week, I was very uninspired and I decided to pick up a book and read, because when I do feel uninspired in my writing, I do like to read other people's writing to help me get that creativity going, to really see, you know, how it's done. And I'm a very big believer in, you know, the more you read, not only the more you know, but the easier writing becomes because you're engaging yourself with writing similar to your own if you read within the same genre you write, which most people do. And it just helps you, you know, find your craft and find your voice through your writing. So I find that it's really important for me to continue to read for fun, as well as read for, you know, information. I do have a ton of books that I use as resources, and that is going to bring me to goal number 4, is to, you know, really rely on my resources. Like, it's okay to take a day break and go to the library and research. You know, I was doing research in the beginning of camp and I did vlog that, but then that was it. Like, I didn't do any more research aside from that, which made writing even harder. And that also comes with, you know, I need to learn how to organize my ideas better and really think my stories through. And I think before I decide to research something, I'm going to, you know, work out what I think the story should be. And with that, especially with this novel, because they're like historical facts, as I said before, that need to be as accurate as can be in a fiction novel, I really need to figure out, you know, what my beginning, middle, and end of my story is going to be, and then fill the rest in with the research that I've done. It's really hard to do research when there's no structure and there's no direction. So I'm going to be reading my Writing Fictions for Dummies throughout this month and taking notes and using that as a tool to help me with my writing. And I really think that pairing the reading for enjoyment as well as reading for information is going to not only help me as a creator and as a writer, but it's also just going to make my story better, because I do have those tools of, you know, what structure is and how to develop characters and things like that. And as much as creativity is important in a story, structure and believability is also just as important. And then my final goal for the month of May is to just not, I don't want to say not stress about it, but to find time where I'm not doing work. A big issue that I was having in April was that I was either working, or doing nothing. And there's a lot to be said about like just being productive, and just putting too much of one thing can result in a bad thing. So, putting too much work on myself, then at the end I didn't want to do it anymore. So when week 2 came around, I didn't do anything. And then when week 3 came around, I was discouraged because I didn't do anything in week 2. And even though I thought I had a productive week in week 1, I really didn't make any headway in my novel. So the theme for basically May is time management. And I've been, really working on it, and I've been reading the 5-second rule by Mel Robinson, and it's really helped me just figure out what my life needs to look like in order to be productive in the areas that matter most to me. So that's all for my May goals. I would love to hear what your goals are for the month of May. Leave me a comment below because I would love to chat. And make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I will be posting videos every Sunday and Wednesday, and I can't wait to see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching.